Hi friends, it's Benita from Knitting in the Mitten. It's Sunday and I don't usually take a shower on Sunday, so you're gonna see me like I really am on Sundays. So in light of the fact that I'm gonna be home for a long time, I decided it's time to find a knitting project because I haven't had one for a while. So I have all kinds of yarn that I don't have project ideas for. So I don't know where I got this. I'm pretty sure it's 100% wool. It feels like that. And I need 100% wool to felt. So when you felt, you knit something with 100% wool and you knit it really big and then you put it in the washer on hot and the agitation turns it into felt. So I thought I could make some boxes that I could use to put my microgreens in. So yesterday I showed you how I planted those broccoli seeds for sprouting. They're not going to be sprouts, I learned. Sprouts are when you just put them in water and they sprout and you eat the whole thing. These are microgreens, so they're actually going to grow leaves, and then I will cut those and eat them. So anyway, I thought I could put that used mushroom container inside a box. So the problem with felting is that you have really no idea how big it's going to be when it's done, because when it's not the same size when you knit it as it will be when it's done felting. So this is all an experiment, and if this is too small, which I expect it might be, I'll make another one and I'll adjust the pattern accordingly. I am having tea because that's part of my morning routine, and my coworkers learned last week that I need routine, and so tea is part of my routine. Usually it involves making tea to take to work, but now play is my work. So I also joined Spotify Premium. If you don't have Premium, you can't see all the songs in a playlist, and that's kind of annoying. And you also have ads, which, you know, I can deal with that. But I decided, since I don't pay for cable TV anymore, and I won't be needing to pay for much gas in my car, and I also hopefully won't be going to the store much at all, I could spend the extra $9.99 on Spotify. So if you have Spotify playlists you'd like to share with me, please do, because I love to hear new music. My niece Ember sent me her playlist. Cheyenne, if you have one, send it to me. And then I am cleaning up my playlists, and I can share those with people who want them. Maybe I'll put them in the comments when they're all cleaned up. This knitting project's going quick because it's going to be teeny tiny. So right now it's probably about the size it needs to be, but then I'm going to felt it and it's going to shrink up a lot. So now that I know how the pattern works and the construction of the thing, I'm going to felt it when I'm done, and then I'll see how big it is. And then I will knit it a whole lot bigger the second time. I got plenty of yarn. I got plenty of time. So I will felt this, and then I'll know kind of what happens to it. There's no guarantee that it'll felt the same next time, but it should be close if I use the same yarn. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm putting it in a mesh bag, a zippered mesh bag, and I'm putting it in the washer with my towels and things that I will need to do on hot. And I'm going to set it for the hottest temperature and the longest cycle, and we'll see what happens. It's a sunny day. The outside temperature is 34 degrees. So let's go see what the temperature is in the greenhouse. Not too bad. It's a little over 70. That's nice. I'll open the doors a bit so it doesn't get too hot in here today. Hey Dad, I have a project for you when you get home and sometime before next winter. So I zip tied this tray to this table on my deck for peanuts for the squirrels and the blue jays and whatever other birds come and eat it. But I think we should rig up a shelf over here, like some kind of a shelf holder that I could fasten a metal pan to or something. I know you can help me with this, because then I could put them over here and they wouldn't have to be on my table. Not that it matters, but the squirrels have really torn up the cover to my grill, which that's probably a different issue. I should just bring the grill into the garage in the winter, but anyway, I'm hoping you can help me with that project. So let's figure that out. So lunch today is Italian style meatball soup. I will share the recipe with you. It's simmering, so that's good. But you might have remembered from my prior video, I didn't find cabbage at the store, but I did find coleslaw, and basically that's the same thing in my opinion. It has a few carrots in it, but so I used that instead. But now I have all this extra coleslaw, and I don't like to make coleslaw. I don't like coleslaw. And then I have all this leftover pork because the recipe called for a half a pound of ground beef, which I just browned the rest of it and stuck it in the freezer, and then a quarter pound of Italian sausage, and I just used plain pork. So now I have all this food, and I don't like to refreeze meat, raw meat. So I'm going to use this to make sausage egg roll in a bowl. It's going to be pork egg roll in a bowl, and I will post that recipe. But guess I'll be eating lots of cabbage for the next week. All right, I had a brilliant idea today when a friend posted that her screen time was up last week and she wondered what she could do about that. I started listing some ideas, and then I had a brainstorm. I know a lot of you read books, and I would love for you each to send me a little video telling us about the book you're currently reading or a book you have really enjoyed recently, and then you can be a guest on my show. And I know that this is going to be outside of your comfort zone for some of you, but a lot of things are outside of our comfort zone right now, and this would be fun, and other people can learn from you and read some good books. So you can text me the video, and if you need my number, you can get a hold of me for that. I'm sure you can figure out how to reach me somehow. Or you could email me a link to a video. So if you can upload it to the Google Drive, that's an awesome way, and send me a link. We could try that. We will figure it out. If you make the video, we will figure out how to get it to me. So come on, let's do it. Who's going to be my first guest? It's a mystery. All right, just as I thought. It's pretty small, but it actually fits my container. However, it did not completely felt. Probably because I used the front loader, and I should use the top loader that's in the basement that I haven't used for months, or probably a year. So it's still a work in progress. I put it in the top loader in the basement with a rug, and that's a lot better. It felted it a lot more, and it still fits. I think I'm going to make another one that's a little bit taller to see if I can get the whole thing inside of there. The nice thing about it is it has some give to it, so I could stretch it to fit. So I think that'll work, and I'll make another one just maybe a tiny bit taller. So yay! In case you don't know this, when you get green onions at the store, stick them straight in a jar with a little bit of water, and they will grow some roots. And then you can just cut the green parts off and use them, and they'll keep growing. But what I'm going to do, these have been here for a couple weeks, I'm going to actually plant them in the greenhouse because there's some growing in the greenhouse, and I'm just going to add these to it, and maybe they'll grow even better out there. Guess I should have opened the door some more. It's almost 90 degrees in the greenhouse this afternoon and not very warm outside. My snowdrops are blooming. They're wild, or at least I never planted them. I moved them, but they were growing around my house, well, on my property when I bought it. So first flowers of spring. I'm going for a walk up my neighbor's, and look at these beautiful mushrooms on this tree. Aren't they pretty? Well, I do have a little something planned every day this week, I think. I'm planning to hike with a friend tomorrow and hike with another friend somewhere else Tuesday. And Wednesday, I have a little surprise. And Thursday, a friend is coming over to play games. And Friday, I'm going somewhere else to see a few friends to play games, which probably isn't advisable, but there will just be a few people and I won't touch them. So anyway, we're trying to do the best we can, and I am trying to stay away from people as much as possible. Oh, tomorrow I'm probably also going to help my neighbor clear his trails because I like to walk on the trails, and so I should help maintain them. And I have all the time in the world. So plan a little something every day. That helps.